Can you quilt on a narrowboat? Yes, you can, and I'm going to show you my setup as I promised you last week. Now, come on in. Welcome aboard. This is where all the quilting magic happens. The fire is on, it's lovely and warm and cozy in here. Now, let me show you around. The little boat is 26 foot long. And inside the cabin is about 18 foot by 6.5 foot. So there's plenty of space in here. And I know some of you have got sewing rooms that are probably a lot bigger than this, but I started off on the main boat in a tiny little area that was 6 foot by 4 foot, and that's where I started my sewing journey. So to have all this space that is all mine to do with as I want and put as much colour in it, to me, it's just wonderful. Now, I have had a tidy up, believe it or not. This boat is really tidy for me. And it's never going to be perfectly tidy or perfectly clean. And do you know what? It's just the way that I like it. On these winter days, the fire does need to be on because it's absolutely too cold to work in here. But in the summer, I've got the back doors open, the front doors open, and the sunshine streaming in. So I've got the best of both worlds, to be honest. This is where I store all my fabric. I've probably not got that much fabric, but I think that I've got far too much fabric, to be honest. I was sorting through it last night when I was having a tidy up, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I was like, I don't know why I've even bought this. But I've been sewing now for, I don't know, I can't remember, 11 or 12 years, perhaps a bit longer. So I've bought some, there's a lot of stuff in here that's quite old. When I first started designing patterns, I got them printed in the UK. I don't tend to do that so much now, so I've got a lot of stock here. These are where my patterns are stored, all in these plastic containers. I've got a very messy bookcase here, and there are books, quilting books in the other boat as well. I like having things in jars. I've just got this thing about jars, and one of the things that was important to me when we were designing the little boat was because it was a bare shell. It had sunk previously from the previous owner, and it was a bare shell. My husband stripped everything out, all the wood, all the walls, everything, and he built it from scratch inside and put the electrics in. He got somebody else in to do that, of course, but yes. So when we were designing what I wanted, it was great to have a blank canvas. I wanted to have shelves that were pretty, but things that weren't going to fall off, because this boat does rock quite a lot because it's quite small and it's got a V bottom. So hence the rail around the shelves. I love the glass jars stuffed full of things, and I wanted to have all my ribbons out on display as well, like I was in a sort of like a mini haberdashery. So on one side of the boat we've got the area that's for cutting, and then on the other side is where my sewing machine is. We've got a little sink down the end there and a little stove, but that was mainly for resale value. So that's not hooked up. That doesn't work, which is why I've got this little table across the top of it. The bench on this side of the boat with the sewing machine is a lot wider than the other side. I wanted to be able to film as well. So I knew that from day one, but it's just taken me a long time to get to this stage. So I've got my cameras up. Yes, they are really Heath Robinson. They are tied up with bits of string and cable ties. But it works. Well, it's going to work. I need to do more of that. But I just got this whole fear at the minute of the tech side of it. And I know I just need to put my big girl's pants on and just stop worrying about stuff, because it's never going to be perfect, is it? So I just need to crack on with that. So all the encouragement, please send me all the encouragement, because what I do want to do is have some live sew-alongs as well. I just need to figure everything out. But it's one step at a time. My recent addition was the Kallax unit. We went to IKEA and got that. I got stuff piled up everywhere, and it was getting ridiculous. So I feel a lot better that it looks a lot tidier. So the chaos is still in the Kallax unit now rather than out on the sides. I love a good hook. So another little storage tip basically. So I've got my scissors hanging up here, so I've got plenty of scissors for all sorts of different things. And my rulers that I can hang up on hooks, I will do. I need to figure out some of these new rulers that I've got where I'm going to store those safely as well. I've got some lovely little knickknacks as well that I've been collecting throughout my travels. So they come into the little boat because, you know, Mr. Perks, I don't think he appreciates all that kind of thing. So they're in here with me. And actually, the other day he came in, he was going, it's very colourful in here. He doesn't like colour. He likes grey and green, which are the main colours in our main boat. So yeah, I bring all the colour in here. I like to have my bunting hanging up from the windows as well. It's just something, it's a nice bit of fun, and I do change them over sort of every couple of months depending on the season. Fun fact, we are continuous cruisers, so we move every 2 weeks. We don't have what's called a home mooring, so we're not in a marina, and we've not got an online mooring, which is basically a mooring that's on the side of the canal. So we move every 2 weeks. This is one of our favourite but perhaps more remote moorings that we stay in. And as we're recording this today, it's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see. And here's me walking down to the boats. We are going to be turning around. So we need to chug, I don't know, another 2 or 3 miles up towards Stoke Bruin, turn around. Stoke Bruin is a lovely canal village with a little museum in there. So we'll get water there, so we have to fill it with water, and we're going to turn around, and then we're going to head back down towards Milton Keynes for the winter. If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me about sewing on a boat, sewing in a small space, please pop them below and I'll do my best to answer them in one of the next videos that are coming up in the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching. It's a glorious day here today on the cut, if not a little chilly. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that. Join the newsletter for the latest updates, and I will see you next week.